It is mad in the dunya. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. We number one were linked to him. We were linked to Olise. Uh, it looks like we've now signed him. Like where this come from, I don't know. I generally thought Manchester United, Chelsea, maybe even Newcastle, if you want to say, were in the race for this lad. He was going to move to a different Premier League club away from Crystal Palace. Bayern Munich were just being chucked in there. We've been chucked in there for so many Premier League players before. And yeah, and it was just one of those where it's like, the name's chucked in there. There's no serious details in it. It's literally chuck your name in there, so on and so forth. But out of nowhere, we have now, we won the race. I know that there's big things we need to talk about in this stream. I've got people in here with me as well. We will get them in a sec. But I'm just a bit confused on where this come from. Like this literally come out of nowhere. If you're going to enjoy, please do smash the thumbs up, comment, subscribe, check out the socials. You know what? It's so refreshing to not have to watch a dead football game right now. We're talking about my club, which I love, and that's that. We can have our debates and so on and so forth, but oh my god, the Euros are doing my nutting. It's just so boring. Especially that game we watched tonight, Netherlands France. Like, oh mate, fucking take me to sleep. You know what I mean? But yeah, smash the thumbs up, comment, subscribe, check out the socials above. Let me quickly just go through what is being said, and then we'll bring in the boys, get their opinions, so on and so forth. So this is where it started. Like so, if we add Bosch, put me over here as per usual. So again, Chelsea have withdrawn from the race. It says for the race of Michael Olise, sorry, can't say his name, as they felt finances involved are beyond reached. Bayern and Newcastle are speaking to him. Manchester United remain keen. Chelsea decided to leave the race. Okay, that was 4 hours ago from, obviously right now. Then it was quote tweeted saying that he was keen to be the highest paid player at Chelsea, but the club is ultimately trying to cut down the wage bill and felt that it was out of their range. We will talk about him and his wages and so on and so forth, if it's good, if it's not good, so on and so forth in a minute. And obviously we'll get the boys' opinion on it and everything. I don't really know what to say, to be honest. Also, if you want to join, there's the link. Big up. Don't speak over anyone. And yeah, man, let's have our opinions. If you want to join, there's the link. Right. Then we got the break-in from Ormstein, which is obviously what we made the video on. Obviously, we were still streaming at that point. And it's basically just saying breaking news that Olise has chosen to join Bayern Munich. Bayern now expect to agree the deal for the Palace winger, blah, 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 blah. So that was obviously that. We can skip that for now. We can talk about Callahong, but we don't need to talk about him right now. We just generally don't. Then it says, obviously, that he's set to join Bayern Munich after choosing the German side ahead of Chelsea. Again, it seems like he has chosen them because of the money, though. So this is where I'm a bit on edge, to be honest with you. This guy he's a good player, but I don't know. We'll get into it. He's 22 years old he's 22 and he wanted to be the highest earner at Chelsea. That's kind of mad, to be honest. Even though I know Chelsea is shit, that's kind of mad. To be real, it's kind of crazy. Then obviously we got the confirmation from BBC, basically just saying that Bayern are set to sign him. They're basically saying the same thing. Then we got something coming from Christian Falk, saying that Bayern are in concrete talks to sign him. From Crystal Palace, release clause around 65 million euros. I actually think it's less than that, but whatever. Salary around 13 million per year is basically what's being put out there. So again, that was 3 hours ago. Then we got some news from Fabrizio Romano, basically saying that Bayern have agreed personal terms with him, the deal in place on the player's side, deal to be completed soon with Crystal Palace, and that's coming from Romano. Again, we can talk about Callahan, right? We don't need to talk about him right now. We don't need to talk about Simmons right now. This is all about Olise. I don't really care about anybody else right now. Because this is the main news, if you want to say. Then it come out saying Bayern are in the final stages for the deal. For Olise, the expectation is for Bayern to trigger the release clause worth around £50 million, 59 million euros. Olise picked Bayern over all other options. Also because he really wants to play in the Champions League. And obviously nobody else can offer him the Champions League. So that's why United aren't in it, Chelsea aren't in it, Newcastle aren't in it. So, if you're going off of the Champions League, that's just what it is. Even though, that Man United did sign big players when they were in the Europa League. But whatever, let's talk about that. So that was an hour ago. Then obviously some news, there's a video of people talking, and that's basically that. So let's just grab the picture of this lad. And let's get the opinion of the lads that are in here. That's basically the news. If any news breaks while we are live, we will obviously react to it. Obviously. So let's go. I don't know what the best. Let's just go with this one. And then we'll go Bosch, and we'll go Bosch, like so. So we got Taylor in here. We got Ahmad in here. We have others come in, hopefully, in a bit. And I don't really know what to make of this. From that news that I read out, any of you can go first. What are you thinking?
I'll pick. First of all, as Liam said, if you want to join, just press the link. You all can have a say as long as it's respectful. You know what I'm saying? But listen, for me, the only reason why I want to speak first is because I'm the Bayern fan, other than yourself. And for me, it's just I'm shocked. The reason why we were thinking of Simmons and to begin with, because we didn't think we are gonna get words. At least my perspective. I can speak for myself. I don't think we're getting words in the following year. I know you want him, so do I. Wish we can get him too, but it's not gonna happen. But the fact that you told me Olise so all of a sudden randomly wanted us over Chelsea and Man United, I thought this guy was gonna go to Man United or Chelsea or Newcastle. Turns out he chose us. Now, if you told me it's because over the money, I would have not believed you. Because to be honest, I'm telling you, it's not like we're paying mad wages. I mean, I just done the calculation before we started the stream. A year, based on what I was told by Taylor, is 11.4. You know what I mean? So that's really not as much as we've seen Harry Kane and others get. You know what I mean? Leroy Sané, etc. That's in regards to that. But listen, in terms of how he fits, I think he's a good player. Is he quite overhyped? Yes, I would say so. Just because he's only done it really for one season. Now he's really the hype. You know what I mean? And I get why. It's unbelievable. But I'll tell you, he's actually a good baller. But again, let's see what happens when he joins us. Also, how's the dynamic going to go? Is he going to start over Leroy Sané? Or is he going to start in the middle? And it's whole dynamic thing that we need to figure out. What's the company going to do with that? I'm curious. But I think if that happens, which, I mean, if he wants us, then surely it must, and it's a release clause, right? So if it's a release clause, it's most likely happening. It's just, will he, what was the question I was going to, yeah, what is company going to do with him? And the squad in general. And also, Xavi Simmons not going to join if that happens. We're not going to go for Simmons.
I wouldn't be too sure on him not joining. Just because we've got Olise doesn't mean he won't join. Taylor said it straight away, and obviously he'll give his opinion in a minute himself. He can talk for himself. But earlier, when it broke and we were like, what the hell's going on and all of this, he literally said straight away, someone's got to go. And I agree with him without a doubt.
But that's the point.
That's the problem, isn't it? Who is going to go? Who is being pushed out? So we'll have to wait and see on that one. But yeah, Taylor, what are you thinking, man? With all this news coming out, obviously it was breaking and all of that, but now
it's definitely a lot to impact quite quickly because it was literally bosh within a few hours, pretty much all done. I think by tomorrow we probably should see it. Here we go, most likely, or pushing it the next day. But yeah, it's definitely interesting in regards of who might go out because there's a lot of speculation, but I think you could kind of narrow it down considering because you've got company coming in. He's worked with Sane before on the field when he was at City, so couldn't see Sane going out of the three of him, Coman and Gnabry. By looks, it could be Gnabry. He was out most of the season, quite a lot of season through injury. They will try and get something from him. They're not going to get a great fee for him. Coman, I think he might keep him just because of his quality and how much better he is than Gnabry. But then again, you still don't know just because there's a lot of wingers to choose from. And considering you've got Musiala playing on the left at times as well, it's really like if you're putting him there and having someone else at cam, you're really pushing out maybe one or two wingers instead of just the one. So it will be interesting to see in that regard who goes when Olise comes in. But in terms of his quality, I think he is a quality player. I would have liked him at United because we do need a natural right winger who's actually good at what he does, not the likes of £80 million Anthony who spins in circles and can't get past one man. He's 22 years old. He's got a lot in him. He's got loads of years on him. One thing I disagree on Ahmad on wages wise, that saying compared to Kane, obviously Kane's going to be on that money because it's Harry Kane. He's going to be on those wages. But Michael Olise's wages now is £100,000 per week. He's going to get over double those wages at 22 years old. Which I know, as a United fan, United give everyone the wages. So it's kind of much coming from me because we've given Sancho at the same age triple the wages he's on now. So it's a lot for me to say, but still, I still think it's a lot of money in wages. I think they've gone with that because of they're probably going to get him for about 50 million, which is about 15 million cheaper than they thought they would get him. So I think the wages would have balanced it out in the end, but it's still a bit much. I think coming from a Bayern perspective in wages wise, I know they've got the likes of Sane. He's for how bad he's been as well. On that much money, you think oof, it's weird, but he's definitely he's going to be a great addition to Bayern Munich, I think, and I think he will be that guy who's the main man for Bayern next to Musiala for so many years to come, I think.
Fair, man. Fair. But man, I don't know. This thing is for me is just like how now that he joins, how's the dynamic gonna go? Who are we gonna get rid of? Who are we gonna keep? Like for me, like it's good, but it's giving me more questions now. You know what I mean? Which is, by the way, questions not always a bad thing. At times, questions a good thing. You know, and then I feel like in this case, the question it's a good thing because I feel like. You know, we still need to know if we're going to get rid of some players like we talked about in the previous stream during the watch along. We need to know if who's going to stay as well. You know, who's going to play in what position. Like, who's going to play with who. All these things we need answers of. And to be honest, if Olise is going to be in the starting position, then I think fair enough. But the thing is, it better not be one of those where he eventually doesn't play and then becomes an issue. Because if that's the case, then we're just wasting a signing, right? You know what I mean? I just hope it doesn't go that route. You know what I mean?
No, I get you. And obviously he's where is the tab? No, it's not that one. Where the freaking hell is it? Bear with me. I've got way too many tabs open. It's this one. Share this tab. And then we need to go with, what is it? Is it this one? This one. Bear with me, I'll get rid of that. So this is his stats for the season just gone. So, obviously this is for Crystal Palace, who obviously aren't the best team. Yes, they're playing in the Premier League, which is obviously the best, but at the same time, he's got to be playing with better players. He's got to be playing with the best striker in the world, best attacker in the world. In obviously my opinion, Harry Kane. He's going to be playing with one of the best young lads in Musiala. Then you've got Kimmich. Neuer's obviously there. Obviously, he's way at the back, but in general, he's going to be playing with people that he's probably, let's not bullshit. This guy's 22. You know what I mean? So he's probably gonna go in that first training. And yes, he's a professional footballer, but he's gonna see the likes of Thomas Müller and Manuel Neuer there, and he's gonna be like, what the fuck is this shit? And one thing that needs to be said also, I've just checked, he is not in the French squad. So don't think that this is going to be done slowly. This can be done like that, just like Ito was. We can get this guy in snappy and so on and so forth. So it's going to be interesting to see what is going to happen. Just in general, to be straight up, it's very, very interesting to see what's happening. I've got an itchy ear, it's pissing me off.
Those stats are good as well for a season.
Yeah. Only 19 matches as well.
Yeah, only 19 matches, which is very interesting, but pretty much impactful.
Oh, that explains why they're trying to take care of it right now. So that's why they take care of it right now then. I mean, that's my assumption.
I think that's why the news is literally all come out within a few hours, just because he's not doing anything at the moment. So
yeah,
and it's smart from Bayern getting it done, not waiting, because a lot of teams, obviously my team are the worst for it when it comes to waiting for players.
No, credit to the directors, man, because you know what? If this was the previous regime, I'm telling you, it wouldn't have been happening. If it was just Dreesen and throw and only with what you call it, Tuchel, it would have never been done like this. So now fair play to everybody.
And it got makes you think of the idea of what the manager's got and what he's going to bring to the new season.
Yeah, but by the way, I don't think all this is the only thing I believe that's company's idea so far is the fact that he wants Davies to stay. I think that's the only thing, because you have to understand under Herbal, I think even the board have confirmed Herbal is the one that's made company is the manager, So,
yeah, but the manager does have
obviously
does give the idea out of the player.
Yeah, obviously they're gonna discuss, the type of profiles they're looking for and all that. But at the end of the day, they're the ones looking at the players, the directors, not company.
I know that, but he at least he will most likely be on his list of players that he was looking at anyway.
Yeah, man. Listen. Hey, 1 second, because this is my friend. Bro, calma, habibi, calma. Bro, you're a Madrid fan, bro. You still could have it in the bag, man. Relax. One signing ain't changing crap for me, bro. You know what I mean?
No, it's more of hoping you start football and, actually not losing the games that you did last season.
The big up peaks, man. 100%.
Because realistically, with the team you've already got, companies should go on and win the league with it, without a doubt. Even without a DM, I still think you should be winning that league.
I guess we'll see what happens, but it can go either way, I think. But right now, it looks like it's going in a pretty good. But again, what's an example of why I say either way? Because you can look at the bad. For example, letting de Ligt go, like, really? You know what I mean? It's also things like that like makes you think, what's going on? Even the Davies thing. Are you sure you want to take a gamble on that? I don't know, man. Without even extending. That's
Depends
cautious.
if they bring
For me,
replacement.
I started to be cautious. I'm like, I want the chaos. My bad, Taylor, but one sec. Usually I'm like, I want the chaos, bro, but don't get it twisted. The guy didn't extend. If he extended, okay, cool. But he didn't extend. So now I'm being cautious.
Yeah, it's just more of like if those players go, is whether he replaces them or not. That's what you want. It's like, well, yeah, we don't want someone like de Ligt going. So fair enough. He's literally a top defender without a doubt. But if you replace him right, then you got to look again and be like, okay, at least my guy's actually, doing something and being smart as well, not just allowing these players to go, not to replace him, and then just go downhill because we've got no replacement for these type of players.
Understandable.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I know exactly where you're coming from. Yeah, there's not really much I can add to what you literally just said. To be straight up.
Obviously there is getting players in. Obviously with the Olise thing, obviously like Ahmad said earlier, he gives more questions really than answers, but it's still a good kind of question because you brought in a young talent and you're potentially getting rid of Deadwood, which is exactly what you want. You want to get rid of these players that just are not cut out for anymore and bring in young, exciting talent that can be there for the next 10 years and be there to help you win many trophies, which I think someone like Olise will do that easily for you. Like, he's doing those stats in one season for Crystal Palace. Like, and then imagine that with Bayern Munich, with Musiala, with Harry Kane, Kimmich, Muller, all these players. But I think now, obviously, your midfield is probably your biggest question at the moment. Just the likes of the DM. I know, well, you kind of have a solution for the Goretzka point, but not solidified, though, in a sort of sense. And if you do play Musiala on the left-hand side, then you've got to look at a cam as well, because Muller, he ain't going to be there for, like, he'll be ready for retirement soon. So it's just now looking at the crucial spots, whether your manager and club or board of the club can actually provide with what you actually need. And that's if you get that done, then I think that shows how your season's gonna go. I think if you do get like Paulinho, like, I think that's a massive statement to say this league's come back home. Like, you lot have had your one season of fun, but the consistency of leagues in a row is coming back.
Yeah, no, I know where you're coming from. It's just, I still think it's iffy with the whole wages thing, but whatever. That's just what it is. I guess we just need to be excited.
He's got the ability to back it up.
Yeah.
But obviously, at the start, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I get you. And obviously, here's stupid thing out of the way. Obviously, saying Bayern made the contract offer to Crystal Palace tonight to proceed with the next steps on the deal. Palace have also been informed that he has obviously decided to join Bayern with personal terms agreed. Understand full package expected to be around £50 million as the total fee. So, obviously we're dealing with two different currencies and everything. So £50 million goes to around 59 million euros. It's not too bad to get in a 22-year-old. I get it. I just really, really, really want and have wanted for a long time Xavi Simons. I never thought we would be in for him. I wanted him when he was at PSV. Yeah, you know, I'm not going to lie, I really want him. But I'm definitely going to be going on YouTube in a bit and looking at some clips of this lad. I generally know nothing about him, so that's why I'm so, like, the fact that Taylor's so hyped to the point where he wanted him, he's obviously a good player. You know what I mean? Like, everyone on here talks real. We're not robots that talk like a fucking pundit does. We're not media trained. We never will be on this channel. It's real fan opinion. You know, that's why me and Ahmed will go at each other when it comes to stupid shit and stuff. But whatever, it is what it is. It's all love, really. But yeah, on this lad, I want to talk to a Palace fan. I'm gonna hope over the next couple of days to get a Palace fan on. I've sent some messages to some people to hopefully see if I can get one on, because that's what I would love to get an opinion of a Palace fan, but we'll have to wait and see if we can get that over the line. And talking about over the line, it looks like this lad, like I said, it isn't in the Euro squad, so he can go straight away. And again, it's a release clause thing, so you don't have to. It's not negotiations like it is for Polina at this moment in time. So yeah, it's definitely an interesting one to see what's going to happen, how quick it's going to happen. Obviously, Taylor spoke about it earlier, where it's basically like all the news is just like bing, 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 bing. Like, you just been like spammed with loads of messages from obviously all different people. I'm still very surprised that we haven't heard anything from Paletti Goal. I think that's very, very random. To be straight up, I'm not gonna lie. So for me, yeah, like, I don't really know what else to say. If I'm honest with you, like, it's funny that when you type in his name, the United stand comes up. That I find that actually quite fucking funny. To be straight up, I don't really. Obviously, there's videos of him that I don't really want to play, and obviously all of the Bayern fans are obviously going mad for it, so they should be. Yeah, like, it's basically just the same sort of news. You know, he had 14 starts, 10 goals, 6 assists. You know what I mean? And it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot more, because obviously we already know that the Bundesliga is an easier league, if you want to say. I don't necessarily think it is, but in general. So yeah, it's nothing really else being said on here. So let's just get rid of that for now. But yeah, it's going to be obviously an interesting one. One thing I do want to actually look at is, I know a lot of people absolutely hate heat maps, but I want to look for one. I want to look at one. So let's share this tab instead. Is it on the screen? It's not. Before we do put it on the screen, let me grab some comments and let's see what's saying. Very good, Xavi Simons. Yeah, I want him. Oh, interesting. Okay, it's a shame we are missing out on him as a Chelsea fan. I am absolutely in love with him, but my club is so bad, so I don't blame him.
Fair enough.
Very, very interesting. Okay, I wouldn't go that far, but I know that you're hyped with it, so big up. There's nothing wrong with being hyped on a brand new player, because otherwise, what's the fucking point of bringing in players? Nico Williams, very good player for Bayern, without a doubt. I would take him. Is Leroy Sané going to come off the bench now, or are we going to sell him? Bro, I've been saying for a long time, get rid. We should never have brought him in. You know, Pep Guardiola only lets players go when they are finished. Trust me. This guy, you know, we can call him a cheat because of the 115 or this or that. He can't do it if he hasn't got money, blah, 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 blah. One thing that needs to be said straight away, and the respect on Pep Guardiola's name, is when he lets go of players, trust me, they're finished. Gabriel Jesus being one of the main ones. Zinchenko being one of the main ones. I'm pretty sure he let go of
Bravo when he brought him in from Barcelona.
exactly. Like there's so many. João Cancelo as well. I know a lot of people like him, and obviously he come to Bayern, and obviously there's different opinions. I don't think he was that good, but whatever. It is what it is. Good pickup. A young athletic winger, so it would give us choices on the wings with Olise, Sane, Musiala, Coman. If Bayern should get rid of a winger, it should be Gnabry. 100%, I agree. I think we need a new midfielder. I wouldn't say with Goretzka. I think Goretzka's going to stay. He is like trying his best to stay. And why wouldn't he? Because he's got to go to a better club. Let's be realistic. He's not going to upgrade. He's going to go play for a Dortmund, or he's going to go play for, I don't know, Crystal Palace, for instance. And I don't mean to be disrespectful, but like a lower club than Bayern Munich. And that was generally the first one that came to my head. Obviously, I know that Ahmad obviously spoke about this. Bayern UCL, we'll have to wait and see. I will say it, it is overrated. Bayern very lucky to have a player like Olise. He is world class. Love your name. I would say he's world class yet, to be honest with you. We'll have to wait and see on this one. The guy's only 22. But yeah, like Taylor said, obviously in this 31-minute stream that we've already done, to link up with a Jamal Musiala is going to be a mad thing. It's going to be interesting to see who will play right back if he is going to play on the right side. That's an interesting thing. But again, we've got this young 22-year-old that like what's to not like, to be honest, if we're going to be real. Let me zoom into this though, because I can barely see it myself. So this is on SofaScore. So obviously here you can see, so his preferred foot is left. He's obviously a forward, shirt number 7. Interesting. I wonder if they drop Gnabry and give him the 7 shirt. That would be fucking interesting. That would be very interesting if they drop Gnabry and give him the 7 shirt.
Look at his best rating his last 5 games as well.
Last 5 games here, this is obviously what Taylor was going on about. He dropped a 7.6 against Aston Villa, which we obviously know how good Aston Villa had been. He dropped 7.9 against Wolves, always a tricky team. Wolves, even though people like to take the piss with the Portugal and all of this and all of that, they are a tricky team. He dropped an 8.7 against Manchester United. I'm guessing they won that game.
Yeah, they won 4-0.
Yeah, I was going to say. The fact that he's getting 8.7, they must.
Yeah, at least they battered us.
And 7.8 in obviously this game, and then obviously a 6.9.
Twice he's done that against United now.
And then we've got his strengths, from what is obviously being said here, is his long balls, his playmaking and his positioning. His weaknesses, his aerial duels. I'm not expecting him to win headers, so I don't actually give a shit about that, to be straight up. And then from what this is saying, they're saying he's good. He's not very good with the defense. Again, I don't really care about that, if I'm being honest with you. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Like I said, it's going to be an interesting one. So then, obviously, this is his heat map. I know a lot of people are very critical when it comes to heat maps. Where's that? Where's the heat map gone? I've zoomed in too much. There it is. So, I know a lot of people are very critical when it comes to heat maps, but as you can see, look at that. Like, he is going to play on the right. I thought he could play left and right. Obviously, that's me being an idiot. This guy is very heavily right. So, and this is only from 19 matches as well. So, it's going to be, again, an interesting thing to see what is going to happen with him. Obviously, team of the week 6, minutes played per game is 67. Obviously started 14 and obviously played 19, so he obviously come on 5 times. And then goals 10, expected goals of 5.51. Scoring frequency, if you care about, is 128 minutes. Shots per game 3. Goals per game of 0.5. Big chances missed 3. Again, he's young. I'm not expecting him to win anything like that, to be honest with you. Let's go up a minute. So here are the sofa score ratings. So yeah, he beat he got an 8.5, then he dropped a couple stinkers, but it is what it is. He's a young player. Then they smashed West Ham 5-2, and he was amazing for that. I'm guessing this means he's got a goal and an assist. So he got two assists and a goal there. He got assist and a goal. Man United, he got 2 goals in the 8.7. Then he got assist and a goal, and then obviously another assist. And he actually had 6 assists. Expected assists of 4.99, touches of 50.7, big chances created of 9. Again, if you care about this stuff, it's there. You can pause, and I'm just going to keep going down a minute. Obviously, he was at Reading. I know that Taylor spoke about this earlier, and then then he's obviously gone to Crystal Palace for peanuts, basically. And now, obviously, Bayern Munich are picking them up, and they've made a big profit. And that's obviously what these littler clubs do. Again, no disrespect intended, but that is what they do. And obviously we've got Dortmund that do that mainly. So, yeah, man. I do want to compare him to someone we have, Leroy Sané. Okay, so
It's interesting.
I think it's going to be interesting to compare the two. Obviously, Leroy Sané is 28. He's 22. He's a young buck. Leroy Sané should be going in his prime. Don't care about the market value. That's just horseshit in itself. Wait, why is that saying Germany? No. I don't want him for Germany. Hold up. How the fudge do I get rid of this? Why is it doing... Yeah, I want the Bayern... Why is it doing...
You have to zoom out and then click on it.
There we go, Bundesliga. Okay, there we go. Cheers, Taylor. So yeah, this is obviously him. So he got a 7.65 average rating. Again, this is from SofaScore. We are not sponsored. If they want to sponsor me, I'm down. But either way, here is obviously the heat maps. Obviously, Leroy Sané made a lot more appearances, 27 to 19. And yeah, look at it. That is obviously Leroy Sané is all over the joint because he obviously played a lot more, and so on and so forth. So it's
you see how much he cuts in.
Yeah,
from Sané. And Olise looks like he has better tracking back as well compared to Sané.
Yeah.
Which, if you can have someone like Kimmich there as well, who's not the fastest player, is really needed because Kimmich is crossing ability is very good.
Yeah. Without a doubt.
And I can't believe I don't believe those ratings for Sané for Bundesliga either.
No, me neither, to be fair. But yeah, we move. It's actually quite funny as well that expected goals is 10 for Leroy Sané and 5 for him, where he smashed it out of the water getting 10 and only Sané only got 8. Obviously, 2 different leagues, 2 different teams, 2 different systems, 2 different sets of players. We know we're not stupid. Big chances missed, 3 to 8 is mad. 11 assists for Sané. Obviously, us Bayern fans, or fans that just watch Bayern, whatever you want to say. Obviously, he had a fantastic start of the season. There ain't no if, buts, or maybes about it. No matter if I like him, I don't like him, whatever. He did. I've actually just noticed also that that's blocking it, so let's just get rid of that. So yeah, it's obviously interesting. I don't really care about long balls. I don't really care about that, to be honest with you. Again, if you want to pause it, you can pause it. It just is what it is. So it is interesting to the big chances missed. I would like to see I would like to compare this to Leroy Sané's 23-24 season next season. Obviously, we don't know if Sané's going to go, stay, whatever. So it's obviously going to be an interesting thought. And obviously, like I said, Leroy Sané's 28, he's 22. It's not really, you can't really compare the two because one's going into their prime or should be going into their prime. The other is literally like a child when you deep it. He's literally early adulthood. So yeah, there's not really much we can say, to be honest. But yeah, man, I'm super excited for him. The fact that Taylor is excited makes me excited, to be straight up. I'm not even going to lie.
Yeah, just a football fan in general. Yeah, it'll be because I'll see some Bayern games through the season. So it would be nice to see some different quality on the wing compared to watching just Sane.
Mm-hmm. No, I get you. I know where you're coming from. Without doubt, I know exactly where you're coming from. Let me share this tab. So this is coming from obviously it's the whole thing that Christian Folk put out there, and then Bayern and Football, the Munich fan page. Give them a follow. Again, not sponsored. They're really good lads. Said 13.5 million euros salary is a steal when players like Gnabry and Goretzka earn 18 million each. Also, when you sell Gnabry, you get a sum of 60 to 65 million for Olise back. Olise, I keep saying Olise back. I don't know if we're necessarily going to get that much for. I think that's hoping a bit too much for Sane, especially with how injury prone he has been. But yeah, you can definitely get a good amount of money for Serge Gnabry, a good amount of money for Leroy Sane and Koeman, whoever is obviously deemed to leave, of course. So it's just, I keep saying it, and I know I've said this in the stream, and if you're watching this back as a video so many times, but it generally is interesting to see what's gonna happen with this lad. To be fair, and you know what? I don't know anything about this lad. I'm not even going to cap. But the fact that we just absolutely screwed over United and Chelsea, I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm not even going to lie. Whatever, man. It is what it is. So, yeah, there's that. What is YouTube to come on? He did say he would come on. I don't know if he is going to come on. Let me...
Do you lot think that Olise just chose Bayern Munich over the teams, or do you think it's true that Chelsea didn't want to pay his wages?
That's obviously...
I'm not sure on the United aspect because there's just been nothing else said about United, so I can't speak for United at the moment.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting question that we could obviously go off of. Straight away, obviously, if Chelsea were to give him the money, is he going to go there? Probably, because obviously it's still London. Crystal Palace is London. He's going to be a different part of London, but still London. And it's still the Premier League, so on and so forth. Obviously, we don't know the answers to that, and the fact that it seems like obviously they just bailed out of the deal because of money, and that's obviously one thing. So, that is obviously an interesting factor and question. The only thing I would personally say is I don't know if it's just a cop-out answer or whatever, but on there it says about he wanted Champions League. I know that a lot of players these days, the young players, they do want to play in the Champions League. Obviously, the Bundesliga clubs, La Liga clubs, so on and so forth, have that over the Premier League clubs because there's so many
Crown clubs, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So that's good. That's obviously going to be interesting. Get George in. Is George streaming? I don't know if he's even.
I don't think that if it was George, you would have easily seen his face, man.
I can send him a message.
You could if you want, or YouTube's if he's around. I don't know what YouTube's doing as well.
Yeah, YouTube's has got the link. I've sent it to him. I'm not really too sure what he's doing. Let me send George a message quickly. But yeah, like what I was saying, it obviously is an interesting one to think. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm as real as they come. You know that if either Man United or Chelsea are in the Champions League, if that is the case, he's going there. Like, he just is. There's no if buts, maybes about it. But maybe he's seen the fact of Bayern being a massive club to have the chance, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. But look, before because there's somebody waiting.
Yeah.
Well, before we add him in or whoever wants to join, I'll say one thing. This narrative, because of what happened this past season about Bayern is not attractive because of company or because of Harry Kane not winning trophies. I get the company one kind of, but the Harry Kane one is a load of bullshit. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like people are trying too much to downplay Harry Kane, and I feel like people are looking into the relegation of company too much. And yeah, that ain't like good for me, bro. I'll be real.
I mean, on the company aspect, I could kind of see it. Obviously, he got Burnley relegated after having one of the best seasons in the Championship history, where you've had teams come up from the Championship and last a lot longer for the likes of Bournemouth. Like that, they lasted quite a while. When Leicester came up, obviously they did get relegated. Like a lot of these teams that came up from the Championship did get relegated, but there was a fair few teams that never did as well as Burnley and stayed in the Premier League for a lot longer. So I think you've got to take that into consideration. But I'll get you on the Harry Kane thing. Obviously, I do banter about Harry Kane. Obviously, he is the best striker in the world without a doubt. His goals literally says it. Like, he's doing it. Obviously, can't blame him for the whole Bayern not winning anything because he was under a bad manager with bad tactics and a bad system, and with players underperforming around him. So in that aspect, you can't blame Harry Kane for that. So I'll get you on that one.
Yo,
can you guys hear me?
yeah.
Oh my gosh, man. It's been a long time since I've been wanting to join you guys. I've been watching the stream, watching your channel, Liam, for a while.
Big up,
I've been
man.
doing some stuff.
Yeah, big up, bro. What we thinking about Olise?
I think it's a great pickup, honestly. He's really young. I think George made a good point about the hamstring injuries in his video.
Okay.
I don't think it's too concerning because, it's not like a crazy injury where he's out for months and months, but he's still really young. So he has that going for him. He seems really composed for a young winger. So I like that a lot. And he actually has some good crossing ability, which I feel like we've been lacking for a minute at Bayern on the wings.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that one. Definitely. Who for you? Who would you get rid of if you could pick?
Coleman.
Easy.
Oh.
I love him to death, and he's a legend for Bayern, but we just can't depend on him. We can't. And lately he's been having some really, really mind-boggling moments on the wing. His decision making hasn't been great.
No, I can.
But can I ask you a question, brother? Don't you think that you can say something similar about Gnabry? In terms of injuries, not decision making, by the way.
Injuries, yes, but I feel like the injuries have been a problem more so with Gnabry as of recently. But if you look at his overall Bayern career, it hasn't been a problem. If you're looking at big picture. And also, I just feel like for Gnabry, he's just been really unlucky trying to get back into shape. And then whenever he does, he gets another knock or another small injury. And then, he has to start over from, square one.
But thing is, I think I would argue the same case that you made, just the opposite direction with the players that you said. I think Coman's been more recent than Gnabry. I think Gnabry has been injured for over a few years.
No, man. Coman's been having these injury problems since he's come from Juventus, brother. Trust me. When he came, I was so excited about him, but you just don't see him play that consistently. And sure, you can say, Robin and Ribéry were partially to blame for that because they're, goats and legends and they had to be played. But even still, when Robin or Ribéry were injured and they tried to play Coman didn't play consistently because he was just always injured.
Oh, I hear that. But I mean, my thing is that after we won that Champions League, I know it sounds mad to say because obviously Coman scored in that final, but after that Champions League win, if I felt like he was starting to get fit and looking after himself, and then over the past years where he really started to not look after him, he could start getting injured and all that stuff. That's why I feel like getting rid of Coman is risky, but I get it at the same time. You know what I mean? But hey, it could be something acceptable.
To be honest, if the rumors are true and they go for Xavi Simons as well, Coleman's not going to be the only one going. It's going to be Gnabry as well.
Oh yeah, fair enough. That's a fair point, to be fair.
So we might be at a moot point here. By the way, I know I'm late, but happy Eid al-Fitr.
Oh yeah, thank you very much, bro. وانت بخير صحة سلامة, my guy. You're Arab. Yo.
You talking to me?
Yeah. Because I'm assuming you're Arab, man.
Oh yeah. I got a lot of Muslim friends, so I know what's up.
Hey, Bark, my guy. Thank you very much, bro.
No problem, brother. Hey, but you guys are talking about company. Honestly, let's be honest. We what better options did we have out there? Maybe Flick. Maybe.
Yeah, that's my only option.
It's like a risk. And honestly, I think Flick, he still holds the grudge against Bayern, even though that board that let him go and chose Hassan Salihamidzic over him are gone. I still think he holds that grudge against Bayern. And I feel like for that reason, he would have never came.
No.
Understandable, bro.
I get you. Without that, you're not wrong. It's just, I also think there's obviously a problem with Yuri and Flick, and it's a pain in the ass, to be honest. No, I don't really want to talk about it, to be honest with you. And obviously, if we're being real, we would have Julian Nagelsmann if it wasn't for Rummenigge. So it
wasn't just Rummenigge; it was also Oliver Kahn. But yeah.
But you'll be shocked, guys. But I think I told Liam this. I went at an event that my dad was hosting, and then funny enough, I met Khan's brother-in-law. Right, so I got some insight. Yeah, man. So I got some little insights of what happened with the Nagelsmann situation, man. It's crazy, bro. You know what I mean? And this is why recently, ever since, I've been holding the supervisory board accountable. I don't know if you noticed that, but the reason why I'm holding it more accountable is because I didn't realize till that conversation that these guys are the ones that approve decisions. Whether the decision was the idea of Khan or not, they approve it. So they're also responsible. They're culpable. I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying.
No. I know. Obviously, I remember you saying that. It's just like, if it was even Tuchel, we don't want to talk about that, Dick, but even Tuchel, you could kind of see where he's going with the squad and so on. But because company's such an unknown entity, we don't really know what he's going to do. Obviously, it's been said he's going to play the 4-2-3-1, which is obviously what we already play. But he has, liked to play the 4-4-2. So will he try that for Bayern? I don't know. I really don't know what to make of it, to be honest with you. Obviously, we've got Ito in. I'm happy with him. He seems like a good buy. Obviously, can play on the left as a left back. Obviously, can play as a centre back. And I think it's going to be a bargain when you look back at that price. And then obviously this one's a bit of a bigger price, but it's the fact of him basically being wanted by so many clubs. Even Taylor saying it earlier, like he wanted him at Man United, at his club. So it's like, is he going to be able to do what he's doing in the Premier League, or did in the Premier League in those games that he played in the Bundesliga? Like, is he going to hit the ground running? Is he going to... Obviously, we're going to wait and see, but that's obviously the point I'm on about. Like, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that. But Ansar, I'm going to unmute you, bro. It was coming through the speaker, bro. So what are you thinking?
Good. I think it's very good. Young, still concerned about the hamstring injuries, but I think if he get his surgery, he'll be good. Overall, I would say it's a good buy.
Do you think his qualities can outshine like the rest of who was on that wing, especially obviously Coben probably
Yeah.
being the best winger outside of, I'm not going to add Musiala because he's in his own world. I'm not going to mention him. So out of Sane, Gnabry, and Coman, do you think Olise can be? I'd say Coman's the best one, especially in career-wise out of the three. Do you think Olise could outshine Coman, or even come to the level that Coman has been for Bayern Munich?
I mean, hopefully, it's all about hoping right now with the players that we buying. We don't know what we're gonna get from company. So yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
now
I
that we
mean-
mentioned. Well, sorry, Liam, 1 second. You know, now that we mentioned that there's a possibility of two going and maybe getting Simmons in. Because to be fair, I'm starting to deep. It actually is an idea. Most likely, Coman and Gnabry's going then, because we know Son is not going to go.
Yeah, company's gonna keep his buddy Sane no matter what. Sane's not going anywhere.
Like whether you want him
And I
gone
don't
or not, put me on the defense spot. Again, I don't think going.
I think Sane wants to stay, and I think Sane has that goal in mind of winning the Champions League in Munich.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
Well, when it
I
comes
think
to-
that's what's pushing him.
Yeah. Thing is, he needs to. You know, my problem with Zane, man. Like, I don't think he's bad, but like, he's just he's one of those that really doesn't help himself. You know what I mean? And when you're one of those players that don't help yourself, I feel like you're putting yourself in a situation where you're making yourself look even worse than you should be. Does that make sense? Like his decision makings, his arrogance, all that coming together, and you get Leroy Zane. You know.
Well, I just looked that all three, Coman, Gnabry, and Sane, are 28. They should be in their prime, yet it's all downhill for all three of them. Sane, because his decision making is the worst thing on earth, and his consistency is just terrible. Coman and Gnabry with injury issues, even though Coman this season, well, the season just gone, did play in over 20 games for Bayern, and Gnabry had 20 games as well, was in 20 games, whether it was sub or a start. With both of them having the same stats, I think they both had like 5 goals, 3 assists, around that. It's more of, I think, when it comes to those three, is who you're going to get the most money from.
Yeah, I think what George made a great point in his video about Sané. This transfer actually, it benefits Sané, and a lot of people don't realize it. But Olise is gonna push Sané to either make or break in the Bayern squad. Either Sané steps his shit up and shows his city levels in the past, or he's gonna be benched and eventually sold. It's one of the two. Because now he actually has a threat on that right side, which is Olise. A lot of people are forgetting potentially Matthijs could play there if company wants to play him. I don't know if company's going to play him.
Wouldn't you think that's a bit too unnatural position for Tel to be on the right hand side?
Yeah.
I think so, but his pace does make up for a lot of it. And remember, Nagelsmann played him there a lot, and Tuchel did as well. I mean, obviously, if it were for me, I'd play him as a striker or maybe a second striker in a 4-4-2 setup. Because I know Company was thinking about playing the 4-4-2. And with Kane and Tell, I think it would work out really well. Tell providing Kane and so on and so forth. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Company's thinking. But the nice thing is now with this new coach, he's willing to try different things. And he's not just going to play robotic. And we could see some interesting lineups.
I only think that 4-4-2 happens is if you really get a solidified midfield two, because obviously 4-4-2 used to be, especially in the Fergie era, that was his formation. He used to boss it, but look at who he had. He used to have like a Nicky Butt, Roy Keane, Paul Scholes, Michael Carrick, all of the greats, where you're going to need that in a 4-4-2 system. So depending who he brings in for the midfield will kind of determine what sort of formation I think he will play in the season. And I think you'll kind of get a gist of it in the pre-season as well. Obviously, at that point, sometimes you don't have all the players you want because there's still, obviously, the transfer is still ongoing. But you can kind of get the gist of how everything's going to play.
I'm with you. It's gonna be mad. Yeah, I don't, bro. Like, there's not one part of me when I bought the Tottenham tickets that was thinking I was going to see Olise playing for Bayern Munich against Tottenham.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to be in with the Bayern fans watching this lad rip Tottenham a new one with Harry Kane, or shall I say Tottenham Cockspur. You know, it's with their big fucking chicken on top of the fucking stadium. Whoever gives that is a good idea, I don't know. Let's go touch the golden cock.
You should try that out, Liam.
No. Yeah, I don't get it, but whatever. Yeah, it's this. I think I need to. I don't know. I need to watch a clip, but I don't want to get copyrighted again. It's like. Like, even if I put up a fucking clip, I know I'm just going to get copyrighted, the bastard. So it's... But one thing that needs to happen with you guys in here, big up to for the win as well. No worries, bro, no worries. Bro, don't worry about it, man. Like, I don't know why I'm up at 2 o'clock in the morning, but fuck it, it is what it is. We move. So let's share this tab instead. Ansar's going to be happy, and you're going to see why now. Bosh. Again, we're back with the squad thing. What do you think changes with this now? Because I put out a video today where I had Fulrich as the left side on the left. I had Jamal Musiala. Wait, did I have Fulrich on the left? Yeah, Fulrich on the left, Jamal Musiala in the middle, and then I had Xavi Simons as the other lad. How the fuck do I change the formation? Like, what do you think changes now?
I think obviously the back line and that at the moment and the goalkeeper is pretty much the same. Nothing changes with that. Obviously, who he plays out of Upa if Upa stay in, De Ligt if he's staying, Kim and Jet and Dyer. Obviously, I don't think anyone's really going to know who he's going to pick as his main back two, but
I picked Guerrero.
You think Guerrero will be your left back?
Yep.
Interesting.
I keep forgetting about him, but yeah, that's a good shot.
Where Carry on, Taylor. Carry on.
Yeah, with the Olise thing, it's just obviously I have a feeling he's gonna whack Sane on the left just to have an actual left winger, a left-footed left winger, and maybe provide more for Kane, because he's not going to cut in and shoot with his right foot, because he barely uses his right foot as it is. That's why he cuts in off the right-hand side all the time onto his left. So having him on the left would make sense if you're going to keep Sane, because then you're going to provide Kane even more. And what was his stats? 46 games, 48 goals, or something stupid like that. Like, imagine more goals when you've got more providers. Because obviously in the season just gone, your providers weren't the best. Like Sane, his providing went downhill as the season went on. Obviously Coman and Gnabry was like injuries and that. Musiala obviously being the main man as usual. I know Kimmich was obviously getting some, was providing for him, but just to have Sane potentially getting more consistent, because he's pretty much got only provide for Kane, could benefit him a lot. And pretty much that squad you've got there, I think it makes the most sense at the moment. Obviously, I wouldn't have Eric Dyer, I would have De Ligt. Obviously,
Yeah.
that's
just the players I think will stay. Obviously, I'll put Calhanoglu in there as well. Which obviously
Not Palhinha? That's crazy.
Huh?
Not Palhinha? That's crazy.
I don't really know on which one.
Bro, it's Palhinha. Let's not
We can
be.
change it
Let's
to
not
Palhinha.
be-
if you want.
Yeah, Palhinha, please, man.
But,
This ain't involving me at all.
this whole Simmons thing, I'm just, obviously now Olise is coming, I'm not too sure on this Simmons thing. I know obviously to play central, but I think it's so, if you're going to go for a loan, I think you have to buy him
Like what?
in the next season. I think it's so pointless bringing in his talent in just for a season, because then what are you going to do if you don't get him? Then you've got to change up your whole cam situation again. So it's like you might as well use Musiala there and put Sane on the left. Then you're getting the best of every world, and you're not having to worry about a player that you've loaned in that's going to go in the next season.
Yeah. By the way, I don't think Sane on the left works anymore. I mean, we tried that most of the season. Didn't work. I think this guy just wants to cut in and shoot his left foot.
Yeah, but that's the problem. I think companies to get it into him that he ain't a goal scorer. Like he's because he's not getting the goals, so he ain't a goal scorer. He's got more assists than he has goals. So
Maybe, I mean, you know,
you use your way of getting assists. You have Harry Kane. He's going to do the goals for you. So make it about yourself, and provide for your striker who's there to score for you.
To be fair, that's a good perspective. I hear it.
Yeah, me too.
Because it's just, end of the day, it's letting the team down. Constantly, as you saw on the heat map, you saw how much he cuts in compared to how Olise is. Olise, he's going to provide for Kane. If you have Sane on the left, he should provide for Kane. And you've got Musiala doing, if he can either provide for Kane or score goals as he does.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's far better options. And Olise can score a lot more goals than Sane. So I think it's best of every world, having Sane on the left and Olise on the right, when Musiala down the middle. I think it widens out the quality of the players. Because obviously, Sane has his quality, without a doubt. But it's his consistency in his decision making.
Yeah,
But put him on the left, it narrows down his decisions to be creative instead of shooting, because he's not going to cut in and shoot with his right.
Yeah.
So personally, that's best option.
For me, obviously we're going to change Eric Dyer. I obviously put him in there because that's the player we're going to keep. It's probably going to be... Why can I not find Ito? That's not him.
Yeah, I think that is him. Isn't it
No,
J Ito?
It's not, bro. That's not him.
Hiroki too. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Kimi J, Ito, Mazraoui, blah, 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 blah. I would go... No, oh, shit. What have I done? Fuck you. Go back over there. I would have Jamal Musiala here. Let me get rid of this prick. He ain't going to my team.
And
You have
Sounds in
Musiala
him.
already. You already have Musiala in the T11. Just switch him.
And I would have Jamal push into here. And I would actually have this guy in at the 10. And I'm telling you now, man, that looks fucking insane.
You want to hopefully revamp in that attacking midfield / winning role.
Like, then you have Muller to come on. You know, you've got Goretzka to come on if you want him. I know that it's obviously not an upgrade. It's obviously going to be a downgrade to bring him on, but then maybe he might actually get the stick out of his ass and perform, because he's going to be dropped. I'm sorry, but if Vincent Kompany drops Pavlovic for Goretzka, I am Kompany out straight away. I am not having it. Not one bit whatsoever. We've seen what Pavlovic did under a shitty Tuchel. He has been nothing short of amazing. Now, if he can't fit him in the system, then it's a totally different story. But that is generally my, obviously there's reports of Joshua Kimmich not wanting to extend. That can make it a bit tricky. Maybe then we push Mazraoui back, or even Bowie. And then obviously, I don't want Fonzie, so he ain't going in my team. I'd rather put Kragzig in there. But again, Fonzie could be in that team if the higher ups do keep him, or they keep him and let him go next year on a free. But yeah, that would generally be my team if I could pick. If you said you can have this player. Obviously, I wouldn't have put Olise in because I don't know anything about him. But the fact that we quote unquote signed him, obviously we haven't yet. But you know what I mean. It's interesting. Would you change anything on this, Ahmad?
De Ligt for either Kim and Jar Ito if he stays.
Okay, that's fair.
And then left back, you could either go Mazraoui, you can go Guerrero, could go either way.
Yeah.
I know Kompany wants to use Davies, but man, extend the contract, please. Otherwise, leave.
The only thing I'm thinking with Guerrero, I don't think he's a bad player and all. The only thing I'm thinking, give me 1 second for the win. I'll put you back in, bro.
Yeah,
the only thing I'm thinking with Guerrero in this team is just more the fact of Kompany likes to push his team up. I don't think Guerrero's got that speed. Obviously, Kimmich doesn't have that speed, but it's going to be interesting to see what he's going to do with his fullbacks, because he likes to push them up the pitch. He likes to be forward and attack. He's already said that in an interview that he wants to attack. So maybe that's why we're going in for these players, these younger players that are going to be eager to attack and not, be in this regime of sit back and basically doing England. What is happening with England now? Fucking pass them around the back and all that other shit, So, but yeah, for the win, bro. What are we thinking of this team?
Well, you were speaking of Guerrero. To be honest, I feel like Guerrero and maybe Limer, they're going to have a really tough time getting playing time with this team. Bar maybe an injury to Mazraoui and or Davies, I think Guerrero is going to really struggle to get into the team this year.
Yeah.
But that's if Davies stay, you mean, right?
He's staying. Guaranteed he's staying.
Then I hear your perspective then.
Unfortunately, but yeah, he's staying. Yeah,
But you know what? Oh yeah, go on.
I really, I don't know. I forgot if it was in one of your videos, Liam, but somebody once said that Davies hadn't had a good season since 2020, and I was in denial hardcore. But the more you deep it, it's true. It's really true. Can you name like one game that you're like, wow, Davies had a phenomenal game, or wow, Davies really reminded me of the Hansi Flick days? Like, I know he scored the goal against Real Madrid, and that was great. And I jumped off my seat when it happened because, let's be honest, nobody expected that shit. But
Yeah, tough thoughts.
there hasn't been a game where you're like, wow, Davies had an incredible game and he tracked back and that side was locked down and yada, 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 yada. Honestly, like, Davies hasn't been Bayern level on the left side.
Yep. And obviously, there is Stanislas.
So I'll say one thing quick. I think, yes, he hasn't been Bayern level. I agree. Like a lot of the time. But I do feel like at times because of that, sometimes whenever he has an odd good performance here and there, we like don't mention it. You know what I mean? And I don't want that to be like the case. You know what I mean? I can list you. What was a game where he scored a goal and he had a good game there in like this past season? Don't remember who it was again. It was an away game.
He was subbed on. I remember. He was subbed on. He didn't start that game. And he scored a goal. I think it was the goal to win the game for us.
Yeah, but that cameo was good from him. You know what I mean? And then I thought it was good against United at the Allianz, even though we conceded 3 goals. There were moments where he saved us defensively. We cannot lie. I thought
that's Manchester United. That's Manchester United.
Yeah, come on. But you know what? My point is that we can't be using like the inconsistencies to be the reason that. Bro, there you are.
Leave me alone.
Well, there you are. Just for me, I get it. He hasn't been this level, but for you to say that, I can't list at least 1 or 2, it's a bit harsh, you know what I mean? But I get your point, though. I get your point. He hasn't been to the level that we expect.
But I mean, financially speaking, if we want to care for the future of the club and the payroll of the squad, extending Davies makes more sense than spending 70-80 million on Theo Hernandez. That's a lot of money for a left back. That's
Unfortunately, I do agree.
Like, I love Theo Hernandez, and I'd argue he's the best left back in the world right now. But 70-80 million for a left back, that's ridiculous money. That's ridiculous money when you can spend that on a Xavi Simons.
It is, but you know what it is, bro? This is football nowadays, man. You know what I mean? Football has become that type of business type of thing where you're going to have to spend the big bucks to succeed. And this is why...
Saudi.
What, sorry?
Coming from a Saudi.
Hey, listen, yeah, man. Maybe, but at the same time, I'm just being realistic, you know what I mean? Like...
Yeah, but let's be honest. When the season ended, did you look at the Bayern squad and say, wow, the left back position is the position we really need to strengthen? Or is it the number 6? Or maybe a winger?
Oh, no, 100% about 100% number 6. 100%. But the thing is, we already know that we're going to get Palhinha eventually. It's just a matter of like boosting the money up, you know? And even then with Palhinha, we need to boost up the fee. You know what I mean? So it just adds to what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, you have to factor these things in, right? If we get Palhinha plus Xavi Simons plus Olise plus Ito, all this stuff adds up.
Oh yeah, that perspective, yeah, fair. But it depends also who we sell as well.
Yeah, I'm honestly worried we're not gonna get a buyer for Gnabry. Coleman, no problem. Everybody needs pace in their team. There's gonna be buyers. But Gnabry, I feel like, is going to be really difficult to offload.
I think there's going to be a team that gets him.
That sounds like a Saudi job.
Send him to early retirement? That's harsh. But, hey, we made a profit on Sadio Mané that way. Why not?
Some players
Yeah,
a
you
lot
don't
younger have gone
Go
to
and
Storm
send
and
him
Muscle
to Al Nassr, Ahmed's team.
No. Shut your mouth now. He was a bum of the rivals. down the road. It was a bum down the road. Bro.
Or he can sit and be injury prone with Neymar. Easy.
Hey, big
You
up
mean the
Neymar, man.
second
You want to show the
best
shirt?
second
Hey, it's right here, bro. Big up Neymar.
I can't
So
make
put
it.
on my screen. Is it all right? Put on my screen for 1 sec. You don't want to see the Neymar thing? Oh, yeah, okay. There you are. Now, but if on the real though, Gnabry Saudi, I mean, I think it's suit him, but I don't know why. I see a Premier League club going from
Arsenal.
Crystal Palace.
I won't be shocked if it's Arsenal. I'll be honest, Arsenal ain't serious in the windows, man.
No way. Arteta doesn't want anything to do with Gnabry.
No,
Arteta likes those Pep Guardiola boys, the technical wingers, the midfielders that play like wingers, type of wingers.
Yeah, he wouldn't get over Saka anyway.
Yeah, exactly. But he could always play left.
I'll say one thing. Gnabry has one thing over Saka. You know what that is? Goal scoring.
I'm pretty sure he ended the season with over 20-odd goals.
That's not the point. It's not Liam Taylor. That's not the point. The point is if Gnabry was more fit than he would have been probably getting more goals. That's not why.
Habibi. That's too many ifs. That's like saying, if Coleman was fit.
Yeah,
If
I hear you. But
Ligt was
my
fit
point is,
against Real
I
Madrid.
bring this up.
Like
I bring this up, brother. I bring this up because of the fact that Taylor is underestimating Gnabry like that. Don't do that, Taylor. Don't do that.
How was that underestimating Gnabry? Yeah, he had a season where he still played in 20 games and he scored 5 goals. But yeah, he scores goals. Okay.
Yeah, when he was fully fit, he was scoring goals.
Maybe Arsenal would go for Gnabry just so Gnabry can't score goals on them anymore. But other than that, I don't see it happening.
Bro, I'm telling you. Anyway, Arsenal ain't serious, and to be honest, he can get a goal for Arsenal here and there when he's fit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Shit, I mean, honestly, Arteta might end up playing him at a striker. Remember when Nagelsmann tried to do that when Lewandowski left?
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be fighting with Kai Havertz for the 9 position. Just imagine that.
Hey, Kai Havertz is goated.
Shut up. I heard that. I'm sorry. I had to say that, man. I'm sorry. You're moving mad.
No, Kai Havertz has been playing out of position since he moved to Chelsea.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. But even when he's I'm sorry. You see when you play him in striker and all that. I'm sorry. He's a dog.
No. That's my one big complaint with Nagelsmann right now with the Germany team. I don't understand it. I don't get the Havertz at the 9 experiment. I get it. He played well for Arsenal, but no, that's not his strongest position. And you have other strikers on the bench that could play a better role.
I think Fulkrug should start for him anyway.
Fulkrug or Undorf or Bayer. Shit, man. You got options.
Oh, yeah, Maximilian Bayer. Yeah, true.
Shit, this is probably
more. But anyway, enough of Germany talk, though. But Bayern talk.
Sorry.
Sorry. It's calm, bro. No, it's calm, bro. You know what I mean? We're here to talk about serious Bayern business. You know what I mean?
If you guys want to look at the silver linings about the company signing, if you think about it this way, and company didn't come and we got Flick instead, just look at the players that Flick was interested in. I know, no, like he didn't get any financial backing to buy any of those players, but do you remember the Heinrichs interest, the Werner interest, and all that shit? All the German freaking fanaticism. He wanted basically a whole German squad, even though all the German players he was looking at were all bums. You remember that? At least company he has some sort of vision. He wants some young, exciting, attacking style footballers that have some sort of proven record and are young.
Yeah, man.
I can get behind that.
But that's why I'm saying people are being overreactionary with the company thing too quick, man.
Yeah, I mean, people wanna troll Bayern, and if company does well, it's gonna blow back in their face.
Yeah, it can go either way, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could definitely go either way, but I'm just glad, he speaks German. That's a big plus, and French. That's gonna help out a lot. I just feel bad. I feel bad for the one player that we all forgot about.
Zaragoza. No, I remember him, but I just didn't mention him because of that.
I feel so bad for that kid, man. I really hope he makes it, but shit, he's gotta learn another language.
Yeah, I think he only knows Spanish. I don't even think he knows English. So you know what? It's calm. Let Zaragoza learn German. He's in Germany anyway for a reason.
We gotta get Javi Martinez in as a language coach.
Or maybe get a Spanish training staff or something.
But yeah, anyway, it's been fun. I never get opportunities to jump on the call with you guys because you guys always do the calls early and I'm always working. But shout out Liam, shout out my Saudi brothers, and
big up, man.
I can't wait for the season.
Yeah, man. See what happens in the window and in the season, man. Pleasure having you to chat with us, bro.
Without doubt.
All right, cheers, man. See you guys.
Have a great night.
Take care, man. All right, so what's next?
Nothing, bro.
My bed.
I think we covered it.
Yeah.
To be honest. I think we covered everything. I think what's next is me going to sleep. Wake up tomorrow morning, and hopefully Xavi Simons is signed, Pelini is signed, and I'm living a dream.
We will see, man.
We'll see.
Yeah, you probably will be German.
But yeah, big up. Damn it!
Monday night too. Anthony was good.
Oh, we're not ending yet. Mr. YouTubes wants to come in, does he?
Now he wants to come in.
Now
There you
he
go.
wants to come in.
Taylor needs bed.
Yeah, that I
Mate.
will. I will be calling myself a. I think I've said what I can on an outside perspective.
I think you should stay.
What do you mean?
I think you should troll YouTubes.
Yeah.
No, because YouTube is one of the main guys that backs me, you know. You lot troll me too much. I know he trolls me, but he backs me a bit more. Because this guy, asshole number one. Well, yeah, and this guy, yeah. But that guy up there also. So as I said, I have my own club problems. Let me sleep.
Nah, he doesn't need to sleep.
I can't dream. I've got to have nightmares.
Bro, Luis, you ain't going to be seeing this guy soon. He's ditching me.
He says I'm ditching him. I'm going to his ends. You might see me on the same stream as him, literally next to him.
I told you, bro, we're too fat for that.
Well, you're going to have to widen that bloody camera, ain't you? Ultra wide lens for the two big men. What do you mean? I'm visiting family and he lives. Liam lives near my family, so could be 2 mile on one stream. Depending, it could be hopefully for an England game.
If they do get knocked out.
I actually no, because I'll start swinging, and Liam will get the end of it. He knows it as well.
I don't know.
I don't know who would be ready.
Yeah, right. I'm with you on that.
Actually, yeah, because he tends to do these types of streams. It's bloody late. I ain't coming at it to 2 a.m.
YouTube.
Yeah, where are you, bro? Man said he's setting up.
Got Isle of Wight Festival. I'm going Isle of Wight. I could be going to France next month as well.
France.
France. I ain't been in there for a long time.
What are you guys thinking of this? Put it on the screen. What Matthijs has had to say.
What did Matthijs say? I can't read. Well, I got punched up. Olise wants 300k this week, but they don't want 300. Yeah, that's 4 ways. That way,
Wow.
here we go. Rejected. Don't be embarrassed. UCL versus UE Conference League. Can't wait to see Olise's Bayern contract.
I do think it's a bit
True. There's like, fair
There's
enough.
some contradictory to be fair,
Some people do like suck it up just for that Europa League. I know like Pogba did it when he came to United. Same with Zlatan. But Conference League, that's taken a bit too far now, isn't it?
Yeah, but it can't be worse than Chelsea death row contracts.
Yeah, true.
So wait, is he trying to say that basically because we came in, that's why he wants the wages now?
Yep.
Raw. But you know what's mad about it though? Chelsea, I mean, I know they have this structure of like basically they're lowering their wages. I think they're only paying 200k a week for players nowadays. Am I right, Ansar?
Brother.
Am I right, Ansar? No, but on a real, they're paying low wages and they only want players 25 years below. My thing is that isn't it weird that we're beating them in a sense? I know we're the bigger club. Don't get me wrong. It's just they have more money than us. That's crazy, bro.
They have FFP problems though.
Nah, man, Cowboys.
They can't deal with those type of wages. They just can't deal with it.
You mean before he came in, or like now?
Now, like they can't pay his wages. Can't afford it.
Fair enough. Yeah.
They get ruined. They need to sell players as well. And who are they going to sell? They spent loads of money on all these players, and most of them, all their values dropped apart from Cole Palmer. I ain't going to sell Cole Palmer. They dropped 250 million on 2 centre mids, and now their value combined is probably 100 mil because they've been that poor.
Yeah. You know, they should start with Chelsea. I think they should start with Chelsea when they were over-signing players in one summer and one winter window or something like that. Like they were doing that, too many kids and too many, I don't know what players they were trying to get. That's where it all started, because now you put yourself in a position where you have to sell to get out of debts.
At least they know how I feel when it comes to bad owners, because their owners are shocking. Because they've done what I've done.
Mm-hmm.
And they've done it in one season.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with them, it's weird. You know why? Because with them, it's like they've done it in the weirdest way possible. Like I feel their owners are just stupid. They don't know what they're doing. It's not like
100 mil from Mudryk. You're like, who?
By the way, you had a shocking game today, man. Or last night.
Oh yeah. Then over 100 mil for Enzo Fernandez. Like what? And then 100 over 100 mil for Caicedo. What?
100 mil on Enzo and still doesn't fit like Enzo Maresca's.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
And their best player when Palmer wasn't there was Thiago Silva, who's now left.
Yeah.
Yeah, first.
So they've now got no experience. All their experience is gone. What are they going to do? They've got Kepa coming back on loan from Real Madrid, who still was a £75 million goalkeeper that they bought.
Yeah.
Where's he? They've got to try and offload him. They might get £5 million back.
He's a Champions League winner now.
Exactly. I guess that kind of get shushes on the Chelsea fans. Champions League winner.
Yeah, no, without doubt, I'm with you. It's like they no matter if he was dirty or not, what they had with Abramovich was good because he cared about that club. Yes, he spent ridiculous money, but he spent ridiculous money for success.
Yeah, he did it right.
Yeah, like
same with City. Like they've spent money, they did it right.
Yeah.
And obviously they had the manager to back it. Same with Abramovich, he brought in Jose Mourinho and changed the whole game.
Yeah.
Like people talk about no one's had the influence as Pep Guardiola when it comes to style of play, but literally look when Mourinho came in. Like literally changed the whole system. One season conceded 10 goals in a whole season. Or 9-10 goals. Unreal.
I am arrogant, but I am the special one, people. I am the special one.
No.
Yeah,
like that's unreal.
And he's here.
Am I
What bloody time?
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, YouTubes.
Yeah, I'm doing my best Liam impression. Here we go.
That's true.
So what's up? What's up, guys?
You need to put the hat on the biggest setting. That's too small.
Oh yeah, make sure your hair is kind of popping off in the central back. Oh wow.
Yeah, you best put it on. Looking like a true Dortmund fan.
I don't see a Dortmund shirt though.
Yep. It says Dortmund right here. BVB, right? Right? Blind. Hey, what's up, guys? So,
That was pathetic, man. We were expecting, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Bayern View. Something, man.
yeah.
Hi guys.
How does he enter the stream again? Welcome, guys, and welcome to the Bayern View. All that
Hopefully
bullshit.
you guys are doing well and all that.
Yeah. I'm 35 years old and.
Shots fired.
Man's 35 years old. That's what it calls. He drew the line, man. Get out of here, man. He crossed the line. Drew and crossed.
So have we talked? Have you guys talked about Olise already? I bet you did.
Yeah, we've done an hour and a half on it so far.
Oh, jeez. Okay. So, what am I here for again?
Give your thoughts on Olise to Bayern, bro.
Oh man, you know what? We're moving mad this window, like all this like sudden moves. I love it. Compared to the sagas that we had last summer.
Or the winter one. Don't get me started on the winter. The winter one was dreadful.
Well, mostly all of our transfers were sagas lately, and it's a breath of fresh air, if you ask me. Olise, no, I'm not sure what you guys discussed, but I do want to ask a question. Who's leaving?
I asked that very same question.
You guys talked about that, right?
Yeah, I asked the same question. Don't worry, I asked that question. Who's going to leave? Because we also discussed Simmons potentially coming in as well.
Oh, so we're still in for Simmons then?
Potentially, I don't know, but because I don't know if the thing is gone through, or if you know what I mean, if it's fell through or not.
You know what? with Olise coming in, it's going to be a lot tougher to convince Simmons in. That's what I think.
Yeah, true. I hear that.
Pick up answer, man. You can go whenever you need to, bro.
Does Answer want to say something?
No. He's got a bounce.
Oh, okay. I mean, okay. It's kind of hard to. The reason why I said that is because we still have to convince him to come. So what are the plans for him? That's going to be one of the toughest things to convince him, because it's just going to be a loan anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I bet that he wants more. That's the reason why he wants to be on loan. He wants more playing time. And with Olise coming in, and I don't know. I don't feel like anybody's leaving. I think we're thinking of Gnabry or Koeman, or both of them. I don't feel like any of them are leaving. So, what's going to be the situation when if they come in?
So this is what I was thinking. I posed this to the guys. I'm gonna pose it to you, bro. So what I'm thinking, because obviously Olise is a right-sided player, right? Or he can play in the middle. So there's two scenarios. Either you put Olise on the right, right? You have Jamal Musiala in the left, and Simmons in the middle. That's if we get all of them. Now, I didn't have Simmons in the middle at the time. I think I had Musiala in the middle and then Coman on the left at the time. But now there's three options then, right? The other one was Coman on the left, Musiala middle, Olise on the right. Or the one which most likely will happen if Simmons does not pull through, or even if it does. Sane on the right, Musiala on the left, and Olise in the middle.
And your man Chalhano Blue coming.
Oh no! Çalhanoğlu is not happening, bro.
I heard the tweet. Oh well, I read the tweet that like Bayern's interested.
But it doesn't make sense to me. I'll be honest.
Yeah, it doesn't actually. Very attacking. Well, pretty much. Actually, pretty much a cam, but a good one. Actually, he's a pretty good one.
To be fair, it's better in Cam than he plays for Turkey and Inter Milan in the pivot roles. So
yeah, I don't feel like we need one though. Gotta be honest.
I'd only bring him in if you get rid of Goretzka.
Yeah. But you guys talked about Kimmich's situation too?
I don't think we did we?
No, it's just been mainly on Olise.
What?
The stream's just been on Olise. We haven't really spoken about.
Oh, okay. So, let's keep it Olise then.
No, you could talk about Kimmich. I'm just saying that's what it's been about.
Let's finish about Olise first, though. Like, what does Olise bring to our table?
I think we compared him on SofaScore to Sane. Sane misses more chances. He's played way more games and got less goals than Olise. He's got way more goals than Sane. He's got a less assists, but obviously Sane's played more games. Obviously, two different leagues, of course. But it's he brings assists and goals, and on the heat map. I know a lot of people don't like to go off of it, but he does defend a lot more than Sane, and Sane likes to cut in a lot more. So it's gonna be interesting. But from when this broke, when we were doing the France-Netherlands game, or Netherlands-France, whatever you want to say, like straight away, number one, who's going? Obviously, we could say it's Gnabry, we could say it's Koeman. It's got to be one of the two. I don't see Sane going anywhere because Company, and obviously that friendship of him and Sane. So I don't see him going anywhere. then if you're gonna go on there, why would you come to Bayern? It seems like we're offering the most wages or whatever, and Chelsea can't offer those wages. So there's one thing. Then there's the Champions League.
Okay.
Yeah, go.
I honestly don't think it's the wages, because it doesn't make sense if
I said that as well.
Like if we're getting rid of the ligt because of the wages. So it doesn't make sense.
No, I agree.
I think it really isn't the wages. I think it's a Champions League chance.
I agree 100%, bro. Fact.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I think what Chelsea offered, we matched it, plus the chance of playing the Champions League. I think that's, because it doesn't make sense if we like bust out the money for wages when we're trying to get rid of the ligt because of wages. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's more of, I hope it's not the wages that are inflated.
Better not be, man.
Yeah. Because if that's the case, freak, don't sign Olise and keep the ligt. It's much cheaper. But I don't know what you guys think.
Yeah. It's obviously that's the interesting point of it, and I agree. We had some lad come in. He had loads of numbers in his name, and he had FTW, so I'm guessing it was for the win. And he basically said, he watches the show all the time and everything. And then he was just saying that, why spend 70 million on Theo Hernandez when you could just sign Davies for less?
Yeah.
And obviously me, you, and Ahmad watched Davies, and he was dreadful in that Canada game. But, what choice do we have? Are we going to play Stanisic there? Are we going to play Mazraoui there? Guerrero? What are we going to do? So...
Do you think Guerrero can play that role, though?
I was thinking about Guerrero for left back. Reese, by the way.
Yeah, but
because of the company style, I was like, maybe. But then Mazraoui can also be the defensive one out of the two. So.
Yeah. I mean, if we go Kimmich on the right and Stanisic on the left, that's pretty defensive. And if we go Mazraoui on the left and Bowie on the right, that's pretty offensive. So I kind of like the mixture of tactics. You can mix and match with how defensive you want or how offensive you want. It's I think that's a good idea, but I don't know.
Well, I want to say something quick because I've experienced this as also a Hilal fan with my manager Jorge Jesus. He used to be Benfica coach and all that. I feel like going attacking, even with Flick, by the way, we've experienced this. It's good, but I'll say one thing Flick lacked, and I think Jorge Jesus with Hilal as well with us lacks, is the ability, and it's same with Ange at Tottenham. They lack this ability of organizing the team in some way to counter the counter attacks, if that makes sense, to stop the counters. I think if company can manage with that very well, I think we'll be a very tough team to beat. Because I'll be real, if he doesn't manage that, I feel like we're going to concede a lot of goals if we just go attacking. And it's going to be one of those where we're going to score, they score. We score, they score. We score, they score.
Tennis match.
Yeah, and then also, what I experienced watching Hilal this past season is also you need quick defenders to recover as well. You need the defenders that are quick enough to recover. You can't be having defenders that are slow enough, because if they ain't getting there, it's over. And Neuer is going to have to be on it. I just wanted to let you guys know, because attacking may be good, but if you ain't focused at the defensive side, we could get outscored at times.
Yeah. I mean, we do have, I think that's one of the reasons why we got Ito.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, guys, you think Upamecano has been playing well? You think in the Euros?
Nah, I'm not moved.
Yes, but it's under Champs.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm not moved with his performances. I'll be real, because the Netherlands had them tomorrow. If anything, I feel like Kante and Chouameni saved their asses. Even Saliba was not the best.
Oh yeah.
Well, France are ass cheeks.
Good point. What?
France are shit.
Yeah. Okay. So, I think that's one of the reasons why we got Ito for recovery defensively. Thing is, who's going to partner him? As I said, he does need a leader or a enforcer type of partner. By the way, his partner Anton is signed for Dortmund.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Mm-hmm. So I don't think Stuttgart's gonna be.
The thing is, though, surely they must be doing something because they've just got in the Champions League.
I know.
Like, surely you're not going to let your team just get ripped apart by other German clubs or clubs around Europe and then just get absolutely dominated in the Champions League. That makes no sense.
Well, that's what happened with Union Berlin, remember?
Yeah, Union Berlin, they literally... But that they
'cause
got Bonucci and then they hoped for something with him, but then, the guy left like halfway through.
Yeah.
Am I right by saying?
What?
Did Union Berlin have Schlotterbeck or was that somebody else?
Schlotterbeck?
Schlotterbeck.
No, Schlotterbeck was at Freiburg, I believe.
Yeah, Freiburg, yes.
Okay.
Freiburg, yeah, he was at Freiburg.
But I remember when they got in the Champions League, I think they sold like 3 of their attacking 4 or something like that. And they just left Alice Becker. I think he was the one that was left.
Yeah.
They did try to reinforce in Gosens and everything, but it failed miserably. So I think that's going to happen with Stuttgart. Sad to say. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. Their defense is going to be so bad. But I think they still have Mavropanos.
Oh yeah, but he's not. I'm not feeling that guy, man. I remember that guy. Wasn't he at Arsenal?
Yeah, he was in Arsenal.
Yeah, I'm not feeling that guy, man.
He's been decent, but definitely like the third choice center back for Stuttgart last year.
Yeah.
What else? Going back to the question, like what will Olise bring for us? Like, because he plays in the right. How's that gonna play? How's that gonna happen with Sané? Anyone?
What was the question?
Like Olise plays in the right, so how's that gonna pan out for him and Sané?
So Taylor was mentioning something about Sané being on the left, so that maybe company would tell him that he needs to stop worrying about goal scoring and more like contributing to the team. For me, I was looking at the other aspect where Sané could be on the right or Olise in the middle, Musiala on the left. Or you could do this thing where, you have maybe Sané's on the team and you get Simmons, you have them 3 playing like Liam said. You know what I mean? Or you can have Coleman if he's fit on the left, Olise on the right, and Musiala in the middle. You can try to figure your way around that. But like whatever it is, he needs to try to somewhat stick to it, man.
Maybe
I think you're limiting Elise's ability if you put him down the middle.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. Just because of his he's got very good pace onto him, and he's not going to be using that down the centre with Kane in front of him. If you have him on the wing, he's bombing up and down because he's doing defensive work as well, which none of your other wingers do.
Yeah, then you may as
So
well play him on the wing.
he's
Good
gonna he's gonna help out with Kimmich a lot. It will allow Kimmich to come up more and not having to worry about having no one behind him because Olise can come back if needs be. So yeah, I think having down the middle just limitates him and the team overall even more.
So maybe Musiala stays in the middle.
I said Olise right, Musiala middle, Sane left.
Yeah, I think I like the idea of Sane moving to the left so that he's like, because he keeps on. It's so predictable that he goes middle.
Yeah, like there's a big chance if even if that did happen, like that was the scenario, there is probably the big chance that Sane shows his inconsistency again and doesn't do nothing.
I think
there's always that possibility.
The fact that the thing that I like with Sane being in the left is if he still uses his left foot, which he, like he'll be forced to go down the lines and cut back.
Yeah, it was exactly my point because he doesn't use his right foot, so it should allow him to become more of a team player.
Yeah,
because you can just tell in his mind he's like, I really want to shoot and be selfish, but I know I do need to be a team player, but I don't really want to.
Yeah.
So I think putting him on the left forces him out of that habit of being selfish.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's also that possibility of him just playing bad because he wants to be selfish.
Yeah.
So
it's a double-edged knife.
Kind of like the Davies situation of him like wanting to leave or like flirting to leave. So his performances ain't been great.
Well, if that's the case, I hope company talk him into not being selfish.
Yeah, that's the company's your big hope when it comes to Sane.
Yeah.
But for the likes of like Gnabry and Coman, their days are probably done.
Yeah.
I think especially Gnabry.
Especially
he should be the first one to go. If not both of them.
Well, Taylor, can you tell me about Olise's injury record? Is it good, bad?
So there has been a
hamstring injury.
Yeah, but for Olise, obviously because he only played 19 games in the Premier League, you get 38 games. So there's still a lot of games he missed. So it was it was a big miss, but I think he came back very strong, and looked like he stayed fit for the whole time as he came back. With coming to the Bundesliga, I think it's slowing down and having less games to play. I think he'll be fine. Obviously, hamstring is a lot of people can do in their hamstring. Like I think that's more a part of football. I think that's one of the injuries you can kind of go, no, fair enough. It's hamstring. A lot of people do it when playing because he's a fast player. He runs, so it does happen. But obviously, if it does happen, a hamstring injury is always like a minimum of like 6 to 8 weeks.
6 to 8 weeks, yeah.
That's the only problem with the hamstring because it's always quite a while, which obviously you don't want. But I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun.
And I have this other follow-up question. Like, so how would this affect Tell's playing time?
Well, that is the big one. Someone did mention whether he might go into a 4-4-2 system, and then you can have Tell and Kane up front. But
this company 4-4-2?
He's flirted with it as well. But there's a reason 4-4-2 don't work anymore.
Yeah.
Because you need those two world-class centre mid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, pivot.
Yeah, like as I said earlier, Fergie made it work because look at the players he had in the mid.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to get like this. Like you have to go beyond Paulinho. You have to literally go to Rodri and be like, please, I'm begging, because that's what it would take. And then you're looking at someone else who can, because he would be more of the defensive work, like a Roy Keane in a sense. And then you need someone who can do everything as a 8 and a 10 can do. Because obviously you're missing either a 6, 8, or a 10. So you need one player who can do 6 and 8, and a player that can do 8 and 10. And these days that's hard to find.
Yeah, has to be like all rounders.
So I think that's the only way Tel gets him. Other than that, I think you see him more. I think he comes on a lot more. Obviously, that's if he doesn't get loaned out or anything, get sold. But I think he will get more game time than Tuchel gave him. But obviously, it's still questionable where his career might go for Bayern. And whether he'd be like, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I don't think I can wait for Kane to leave to get my shot, you know? Because he's still technically, he's still, he's young, but he's third choice at the moment, striker behind Choupo-Moting.
Choupo-Moting's gone.
Oh, is it? Oh, there you go. But obviously, if he brings in like a backup striker, then once again that pushes him back to being third place.
It's
just whether he can wait.
He will I don't think he will ever be like a Harry Kane caliber type of.
Oh, no chance.
So no chance there. So his only chance of starting is being a winger. And with Olise coming in and Sané still being with us, I don't think that's a possibility.
I think his best chance is literally taking his chances when he gets it.
Well, if you
showing why he needs to be picked, you know.
Yeah. Or if he can learn like being a left back and replace.
Then that is a waste of talent.
Yeah, I know. Well, we never know because we never know with Fonzie if he didn't transition to left back, how good he would have been playing left wing, right? So.
Manda said Roman's not coming back. That's mad. Yeah, to be honest with you, I'm about 10 minutes away from falling asleep. So
yeah,
I'm gonna end. It's nearly 3 o'clock in the morning.
Nearly 5.
Nearly 5 for you. You're fucking hot. You're insane.
It's 10 minutes to 10. Come on.
Yeah, for you it's normal.
But yeah.
It's normal, Canada, man.
Big up to everyone that's come in on the panel. And also, obviously, everybody in the chat. And
for being late, by the way, guys.
No. Don't worry about it, bro.
No, fair play, bro.
It's blessed, bro. It's blessed. It's
hoping
crazy.
For tomorrow?
Say it again.
Hoping for a here we go, like in a few hours?
Yeah, it's a release clause. He's not in the squad for France. Someone said he's doing the Olympics, but that doesn't start until next month. So
yeah, that's why he wants to get it done now, though.
This could, and it's a release clause, so there's no negotiating, obviously. So it's going to be snappy like Ito was, without a doubt. So
how are you psyched, or are you bummed out that all we're doing right now are release clauses?
I don't think you should be bummed out about it. I think, at the end of the day, I think they're there for a reason. And if it is good value for money, you go and do it. Like, I think Ito will be good value for money with what we just spent. I can't say anything on Olise. I haven't watched enough of it. You know, the fact that Taylor wanted him, the fact that Taylor's pissed off in a sense that Bayern has
you should have heard the Chelsea fans, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah, they wanted him more, and they got very cocky with it as well, because they were giving all that smack on United fans. Oh, we're getting him, you're not getting him, blah blah blah. And they just
you can both go and fuck yourself.
If you want to be entertained, go watch Chelsea fan channels right now, man.
I'm not gonna lie. For the past 2 years, Chelsea have been a comedy, man.
I mean,
They've been all they've been doing is like Yeehaw FC, man. It's crazy.
Manchester Yeehaw FC.
the new Banner FC, you know,
was that
Cowboy
Cowboy
FC,
or
man.
Donkey?
Banner Club.
Bro, they're harvesting bare Brazilian children very well, man. You know what I mean?
Oh, so
Pause.
you think getting Kim and Jay was good value for money, Liam?
Say it again, sorry.
Was Kim and Jay good value for money? What
Yeah.
do you think? Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good. That
The thing is, like, did he have a good first season for us? No, but at the same time, he's come out of Spalletti's system straight away. He's playing in a totally different league, totally different system, totally different players. So it's not. These things happen, man. You know, Jadon Sancho, for instance. We're just going to use him for instance. And Taylor knows what's coming. That's why he's looked up. He goes to Germany, gets Marco Reus and so on behind him, and he performs in Germany where he's not from. Yeah. Then goes back to where he's from, the UK, and can't do fuck all. Like, these things do happen. I'm expecting a massive season for him this season coming. He's got even the way he speaks in the media. I know that Asians are obviously known for being very respectful, and they're not like loudmouths, kind of like Alphonso Davies, the prick. But you know, at the end of the day, I think he's going to have a massive impact in this next season. I really hope, and he's got to, because if they are getting rid of De Ligt, you know, Ito's a good player, but he's not Bayern caliber. Not right now, he's not. You know, he will be, but not right now. He's not. He's just been brought in on a release clause to be a third choice centre back, if you want to say. You know, Eric Dyer. You know, it's going to be interesting to see what's happening.
You want to look at your screen while you're chatting?
What?
Like, sorry to interrupt, but what the yo?
What?
Bro, I'm watching SmackDown on some mad debuts happening over here. Hey yo.
Hey, put it up.
Hey, we're gonna get.
Yeah, I'm not getting copyrighted.
Yeah, we're getting copyrighted.
Oh, okay.
Getting taken down.
So aside from De Ligt, who do we have any Bayern caliber?
Why did they? What? No, Ahmed's fucking scrambled my brains now.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I've generally lost my train of thought.
Okay, let's bounce then. Let's bounce.
Yeah, big up to everyone.
Wrap it up.
And yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. You've actually fucking scrambled me now. Now I just need to end. So yeah, smash the thumbs up, hit subscribe, and all that good stuff. Thank you for the good support, my people. Obviously, we will be here for more content when it comes forward, without a doubt. Pointing that damn badge. FC Bayern. So yeah, man. Fuck Chelsea. Fuck United.
Fuck David.
And yeah, man. I had to, bro. I seen him getting that. I literally seen him getting that. Yeah, no, big up generally, and see you guys in the next one. Mia Samia. Peace.
Yeah.
I am fucking frazzled.